Right, folks, just heard someone cough. Basically, I'm over here. That's Brent Knoll there. Down there's a church at East Brent. It's just chiming now. I think it only chimes 3 times, but it's coming on for 4 o'clock. Anyway, I just had to do the tyres, you know, put them up, make sure they're in the right pressure. Try and fix the wobbly indicator light. Every time I go over a pothole, it seems to disturb the wiring. It took me 2 occasions. Yeah, so some sheep there. Right over there you've got Crooks Peak. I think that's Crooks Peak. It might not be, won't it? Or Glastonbury. No, that'll be Glastonbury over there. Glastonbury. Crooks Peak will be along there somewhere. Yeah, I can just make out Glastonbury. I'm going to turn off and just do a small video as I'm going along. I can see people up the top there. I haven't been up there for a couple of years. I had thought about it today, and then I thought, no, don't do it today. Keep your hill, because I'm going out with Zara for a little tiny walk. It'll only last about an hour, and that's tomorrow. We're going to a little nature reserve with Red the dog. I have been in this field before now, and I've come down, because quite often I climb up the other side, come down, and I've mainly done it when I've been bussing, and then I've walked into the village of Limpsham and caught the bus. I haven't done that for a while either. That's the thing, when you have a car, you know, it actually deprives you. Look at those sheepies there, look. I think they're all rams, all having a rest and feeding. Yeah, what happens when you've got a car, you stop doing things you did when you used to have to walk or get a bus. So there's quite a few walks I haven't done now for over 2 years, because they were part of a walking trip I would do to make sure I connect with buses. Yeah, I reckon those people are still going up actually. They haven't got right up the top. They're still making their way up. You go through a gate over there to get up. But I just thought, well, that's quite a nice picture there of the church with Crooks Peak in the background. I'm going to take a picture over now. Little look around St Mary's Church of East Brent. I've been up in the balcony before, but I think they lock it now. But you used to be able to go in here, like open the door, turn the handle. Now they lock it, so you can't go in. But you used to be able to go in there and up the stairs. And I've taken some lovely, I've probably still got the video that I did from the balcony. There was a TV crew in here. Look at this lovely carved pillar here on there, on this bit. Lovely carved pillar. I'm not going to try and put the lights on or anything. It smells churchy. Isn't it? Yeah. Organ over there. Little statue of somebody over there. I'm not going to do a detailed one. It's just really a courtesy visit to say hi. And if you want to get up in the pulpit, you have to go round here. What I remember. You have to go round here, and then you climb up here. Very small, you can't be too big to get up here. And I would have done all this in the past. I don't know when the last time I was in here, but a while ago now, a few years ago. I always like to go in the pews. You get a really good view of the church and everything. I'm sure the ceiling's been painted white. I'm sure it was different colours. Maybe they haven't finished yet. Just be careful going back down, Jill. I don't want to get stuck and no one would know you were here, would they? Imagine if you fell and hit your head now. No one would know you were behind here. Thing is with these new shoes they've got really good strong soles. So you don't actually feel anything. Like you could stand on a stone and you wouldn't know it. They're for extra protection. The altar. Yeah, can't remember if it was coloured. I must try and find the video, because what happened years ago, well, when I retired and I got a bike in 2010, I used to cycle round. Right, I used to cycle around all the churches, and I used to try and do at least 3 churches. So I would do an area where 3 churches weren't far apart. Like this one, then there's one at Brentnall, and then there could be Burnham, you know, Barrow Church. I'd fit in 3 churches. Yeah, it's a while since I've been in. I just remember it's well kept. It's in the little Somerset village of East Brent. And yes, a nice church, over and out. Right, everyone. You can park until 6 o'clock. So what I've done is crossed a little lane, and I've come in a field I've never been in my life, as far as I know or remember. There's St Mary's Church, which I popped in earlier. Crooks Peak, the Mendip Hills, all the way along to Cheddar Gorge over there, which you can't see, it's in the shade. And then you've got Western Woods, I can see right over there. Uphill with the tower. Breen Down, the back of Breen Down. I thought, well, there's no rush. I needed to do a hill, and this hill has been done by me now. There's some nice sheep here and little lambs. Look at them, like little Maggies. They look like little Maggies. That's our Maggie. We had a dog called Maggie, and she was that sort of colouring and patching. Yeah, the old busy M5 going all the way up to Bristol. Goes past Crooks Peak. Most people who come down to Cornwall, Devon, will remember Crooks Peak. It's a landmark here. Up there, there's what's called the Roman Road, or Roman Lane. I've done the whole walk from uphill all the way along there, all the way right over to Wells, right over there, for Save the Children. I did it a couple of times. I also did it with the nurses. We only did half of it when I did it with them. We were raising money for leukemia. My nursing group. It was a group that I was in when I was a student nurse. Good times. Really good times I've had. So there's another gap here. Look, another way through. And then when we come here, look. Another view of Brentnall. Now that field I was in earlier, when there was a gate and there were some noisy people, is probably just over there. So you can easily do a little circuit round, look. That's what I've done. I've done a little circuit. In theory, I could walk back round it. I don't know, I might do. There's no rush, no panic. And I'm getting some beautiful fresh air. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, why don't you do that, Sheila? You can come back down the lane. Okay, over and out. Right then. I am going to do a circuit, but going down a different field back to the car. The gate doesn't shut till 6 o'clock. So I've just done a little bit of exploring that I haven't done before. That's what I like about being spontaneous, you know. You can just go off There's a sheep coming over to see me. Hello. And I'm just going to walk across this field to that gate over there. Now, when you get really old, well, let's say I'm 90, and well, not yet, but you know, it will arrive. Or maybe 80, I mean, who knows. This is a sort of little walk I could do. Look at those two, and they're gorgeous. But you see, what it is, if there were cows in here now, I'd be gone. They do look at you like they give you a bit of a nudge, but yeah, no, I'm enjoying this. I'm right in the middle of a field in the Somerset countryside, everyone. Enjoying peace. Having a hill. I've done a hill on purpose. Well, no, it wasn't a planned hill, but it's always good if I can fit a hill in. I always say to people, you need to move your rib cage. It's very important. I mean, I do a little bit of physio on myself every morning. I sit on the edge of the bed and I do some chest exercises, you know, swinging my arms, holding them up in the air, moving side to side. And I do that, and I do got some knee exercises I do that a Chinese physio. I had 2 Chinese physios. One did my neck and one did my knee. And do you know what? I use those exercises. I swear by them. I swear by them. You can save your knees. You don't have to have them all chopped about by just strengthening the ligaments. A lot of people have knee trouble, and but they don't do anything about it. You know, they just think it's old age, or but you can. I wonder if I can get out here. Do you know, I might not be able to get out here. I might have to go back. What do you think, everyone? Do you think I can get out here? I don't mind, because it's all part of exploring. Yeah, like I said about knees though. I mean, I hurt my knee when I fell off a chair fiddling around with my curtains once. I banged it on the way down. And to be quite honest, that didn't help my knee at all. I don't even know if I can get out. I might have to go back. It looks like there's an electric fence. It's all part of exploring though, isn't it? Yeah, I reckon you can't get out here, sure. You get a shock if you touch that fence. There's ways around it. If I was a bloke with tall legs, I could get over that easy. You can get over it, Sheila. You will get over it. Will I? Yeah, I don't want to go back. Well, I don't mind going back. Right, I'm going to turn off for a minute. I might have electric shock yet. Right. What are you going to do now? How are you going to get over it? I'm going to put my jumper on it. I'm going to put my bag over. I don't think you get a shock from the pole. Right, I'm going to take the jumper off. I'm used to getting over barbed wire fences. Are you? Yeah. I'm good at it. Right, take your jumper off. Save you getting a shock, even though it might not be a hard shock. Put it over the fence like that. Hold on. Lift your leg right up and right over. And there you are, you've done it. You've got over it. Are you watching me, Steve? Don't you try it. Don't you try it, Susie. I don't think this one should leave it here and spin. Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah, I've just got to climb over this gate. Oh, yeah. Or you can undo the knot. What do you want to do? I think I'll climb over it. Oh, look, there's a nice picture of it. We just just got to remember. God, I had that on all the time. I was videoing that bit. Right, hold on. Right then, so I've got over that fence there. Climbed over an electric fence. Another view of Brent Knoll. I was in that field earlier, but now I'm going to go back down through this one. Now if I go down that lane, I'll get back to where I'm parked by the cemetery. But I thought, no, go back down this way. Lovely views on the way back. Like so, I was in that field a minute ago with the sheep, about half an hour ago. But look at this lovely view here as well of Crooks Peak. Isn't it beautiful? Look at it. That's on the list for me to do. There's people coming. People coming. People coming up. There's the Church of St Mary again. There's nice views up here. And all I'm doing is another loop back to the church, really. It's lovely, isn't it? Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? The date today is the 19th of April 2026. And it's about 10 to 5 now, so it's time for me to head back. Fingers crossed I can park. It's nice to get out on a different time of day as well. I have thought maybe I ought to do some evening walks again. This is the village of East Brent, by the way, here. Now, the other side of Brent Knoll, which is the big hill there, that is Brent Knoll, the village of... And there, I think... I don't know if there's a West Brent, I'm not sure. But, all I'm doing is coming by the graveyard again. My car will be parked, hopefully, over there. And, hopefully lots of people will be leaving Weston and I'll be able to park easily. So it's another short little unplanned, spontaneous walk. And everywhere you see I've walked, not today, on other times I've done walks. Or cycled. So here we go. So that field I went through a climbed electric fence. It wasn't really supposed to be for accessible, but I thought, no, well I knew I could get over. Yeah, I knew I'd be able to get over it as long as you don't touch the wire. It'd be awful, my car's gone. I know people buried here, by the way. They were mainly my friends of my children. Young people got killed in road traffic events of some sort or other. One boy got thrown up in the air, witnessed by my son. It was traumatic because he died. You know, he got carried several hundred yards. My son, his friends were walking along the road and a naughty car came and crashed into them and threw his friend up in the air and killed him. And they were on their way back to my house, by the way. I was probably at work, or I was doing something. I could have been on a family tree trip, I don't know. But my ex, who lived in a cottage up on the green, my son ran to get him, and they were first responders, really. But they couldn't do anything for him. And it was very sad. It was very, very sad. Both his parents couldn't cope with it, and both have passed away now. Yeah, He's buried up there. I won't point him out, but I've got other people I know here as well. Over and out.